Hey guys, Leslie here and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking about Trunks from Dragon Ball Super versus Cable from Marvel Comics. If you're going to enjoy this video, then make sure to like, subscribe, and let's just get on with it. For strength and attack potency for Trunks, as a Super Saiyan 2, he was capable of fighting Zamasu, who could take some hits from Blue Goku, who should be way stronger than Base Goku, who scales to his God form counterpart in the Battle of Gods arc, as he was able to absorb the God Ki into his base state. Super Saiyan God Goku this time was able to destroy the Macrocosm while fighting with Beerus, which at least has two universes within it, with Super Saiyan 3 being 400 times stronger than that and God being unquantifiably stronger than that, meaning that Trunks would at least be low multiversal. The afterlife is also described as higher dimensional, so you could possibly get Trunks to high multiversal if you take this super literally. However, this also could just be, the afterlife is literally just placed above the living universe. But if you want to take Trunks at high multiversal, then, the scaling's there, and Super Saiyan Rage is way stronger than that. As for Cable, meanwhile, he was able to fight Apocalypse, who fought Thor, who could take attacks from Gore, who could make the God Tree, or Yggdrasil, bleed, which is infinite in size by comparison to the 9 realms, which are all infinite in size individually, which would be multiversal plus. So with this, Cable would be stronger than Trunks. Even if you do take Trunks at high multiversal, Multiversal Plus is just a little bit beyond higher multiversal. So yeah, Cable would at least edge out Trunks in terms of attack potency. As for speed, and Trunks at least scales far higher than Base Goku, as we already said, who is capable of reacting to his own shockwaves travelling across the universe almost instantly, which would require it to move at over 587 quadrillion times the speed of light. If you apply the Super Saiyan 3 multiplier to it, so making it 400, and then the Super Saiyan Blue multiplier on top of that, which is just 50 times Super Saiyan God, but since we don't have a Super Saiyan God multiplier, we'll lowball it to be safe and just multiply the Super Saiyan 3 form by 50, we would get up to 11.746 sextillion times faster than light. This can even imply to be infinite speed if you take the old statements of the universe in Dragon Ball being infinite. As for Cable, meanwhile, he should be relative to Thor, who fought the Silver Surfer, who was so fast he was capable of moving back in time with sheer speed, which would be immeasurable speed. Meaning that, yet again, even if we highball Trunks or at least have him at his high end at infinite speed, he would still fall short of Cable here. As for durability, and Trunks durability should scale to his attack potency due to just how Ki works in Dragon Ball, and also due to being able to take attacks with people comparable to him. As for Cable's durability, he should also scale to his attack potency again, due to being able to take attacks with people who are comparable to him. He also has regeneration, which makes it even harder for him to kill, or be killed. So yeah, same story with the attack potency, where even if you have Trunks at high multiversal, Cable would still be more durable. For abilities, weaponry, and techniques, future Trunks is a skilled swordsman and a martial artist. He has flight, he has ki manipulation, which can allow him to create ki barriers, fire off blasts, which can home in on targets, and also have telekinesis. He can also sense other people's ki as well. He also has acrobatics, afterimage creation, shockwaves generation, accelerated development due to being able to get Zenkais, which make him stronger as he gets injured. He has transformation into Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan Rage state. He does have more transformations, but they're all much weaker and therefore useless. He has light manipulation, being able to create flashes of light with a solar flare, teleportation and time travel with his time machine, resistance to cold, radiations and harsh temperatures due to be able to withstand the hyperbolic time chamber, energy reflection with a sword that he got in Dragon Ball Super. He has regeneration negation, as he was capable of destroying future Zamasu's, body, despite the fact that he's got regeneration-based immortality. He has rage power, he has sealing with the Mafuba, he has energy/ki absorption, he also has resistance to petrification, you have to be able to use his ki to deflect the Bora's stone spit. As for Cable, meanwhile, he has cyborganization, statistics amplification, being able to increase his physical strength. He has weapons creation, telepathy, telekinesis, limited biological manipulation, being able to manipulate the biologies of his opponents, being able to creating cardiac arrests. He has flight, extrasensory perception with his bionic eye, information analysis, being able to scan and locate objects, explosion manipulation, being able to explode technology, enhanced senses, being able to see clearly in the dark, perception manipulation, pain manipulation, manipulation, technopathy, hacking, weapons mastery, martial arts, matter manipulation, memory wiping, BFR, mind manipulation, astral projection, teleportation, force field creation, size manipulation, regeneration, self-resurrection, transmutation, energy projection, heat manipulation, electricity manipulation, adaptation, resistance to telepathy, along with his optional equipment, which grants him access to things like time stop with the time freeze grenades, animal manipulation, and illusion creation. So while Trunks definitely does have a lot of pretty good abilities, I think it's safe to say that Cable has better abilities, and he's also more versatile due to just simply having more abilities than Trunks, and also has better weaponry, as while you could argue that Trunks' sword is pretty powerful, Cable can literally create any weapon that he wants to and has mastery over it. So yeah, Cable takes all 3 of these points. As for weaknesses for future Trunks, he cannot breathe in the vacuum of space, at least for very long. He cannot dominate in his 3rd grade state, which he doesn't use anymore, so it's not really that much of a weakness, and Super Saiyan Rage constantly drains his stamina. As for Cable, he is forced to only using 20% of his power to prevent the techno-organic virus from spreading, and if he chooses to use more of his power while it does boost him, it will also have him susceptible to that. So I guess if you want to be more specific, Cable's weakness is definitely more, like, vulnerable to him, if that makes sense, but Trunks does have more weaknesses, so I guess it's kind of down to interpretation as to whose weaknesses is the worst one. So overall, who wins the fight? Regard from this, the vulnerability point is pretty debatable depending on what you buy or what you think is vulnerable. Cable is more powerful, faster, more durable, has better abilities, is more versatile, and has better weapons, so I don't think it's any surprise as to who wins the fight. I mean, Trunks does have a few advantages in his favour. For example, Cable's regeneration isn't that much of a factor because he can push through it, and while Cable can get stronger throughout the fight, Trunks' way of getting stronger is much more reliable and, I guess, better. He also, I guess, could absorb some of Cable's attacks, maybe, and you could also maybe argue he has resistance to things like mind manipulation, as Vegeta was able to resist it, but that is a bit headcanony. But despite that, Cable pretty much just destroys him. He would either just not one-shot him, but he'd either just speed blitz him and just keep on beating him up until eventually he wins, or just use many of his abilities that Trunks has never had to deal with before, such as biological manipulation, matter manipulation, and the pain manipulation could be pretty damning as well. Not to mention that Trunks' ceiling, even if it were to work, would be completely useless because Cable could just escape with BFR. I could also just force Trunks to leave with BFR as well, so yeah, I would say Cable wins the fight. If you're going to enjoy this video or did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
Come and give stimulation to my existence. That is why I am here.